Morning everyone, Martin from FU Fishing and More. I'm going land-based fishing this morning, chasing my favourite fish, whiting. Two reasons we're going land-based. One is sometimes I just like getting back to basics and keeping it simple, and that's for the enjoyment. And the other is to show the beginners in this sport and the young people that you don't need a boat and all the flashy gear to enjoy it and catch yourself a nice feed of fish. So with that said, I invite you to come along and join me out on the sandbank. Just thought I'd come down today and try a bit of land base for something a bit different. They tell me the whiting have been biting over here, but fill in the morning any rate. I don't know whether to normally get them out in the front here. It used to be a real good whiting fisheries at one stage. Might go down the bottom end, I think. Try it down there. It's no, change of mind. I'll go out here first and see if they're out here. They're definitely on the bite in the rivers and passage and what have you. And this used to be an excellent fisheries until the netters found a loophole where they could come in here netting bait, or under pretenses of netting bait, and it just hasn't been the same since. This is a misfortune. I normally like to fish this on the last of the run out. I wade right out and fish the sandbanks, work the tide back in, but I got here a bit late, so the tides are a bit earlier this morning, the low tide. But this, like I say, it used to fish well on the making tide. You just work your way back in towards the bank. But we'll see. I don't see many signs of little. Normally there's little whiting going everywhere. You can see them in the water. As the tide comes in a bit more, they might come on. I just go out here, work the edge of that sandbank in front of us there. Plenty of yabby holes out here, so they should be here if they're going to come in this far. They have been on the surf beach. They've been getting them. And I don't know, right down the Caboolture River the other day, on Saturday I think it was, and put a video up last night. If you haven't seen that one, by all means go and have a look. My style of fishing here is the same as everywhere else. Same rods, same line, same hook, same trace, everything. But except I just cast out and slowly wind back in, keep the bait moving. On real hot sunny days you'll see them flashing in the water. You can actually side cast to them. There's a few flashes just over there. We'll go and try that. The flashing in the water, which normally indicates whiting, but sometimes they're in breeding mode and they won't touch a bait when they're like that. But beautiful morning any rate. First one. Here we go, just legal. Nice little whiting. Normally where there's one, there's more. If they're shoaled up, they might be shoaled up yet. Tide's a bit early yet, but we'll just go up the other end of the beach here and try up here, fish the making tide. I've always done better up the other end. It'll only get better as the season goes on now. Another one. They're not big, they're just those legal size. Still good eating. Yeah, I'll chuck it out, slowly retrieve. Couldn't wish for a better morning. Beautiful. Slight northwesterly, which I'm not really in favour of. Not my favourite wind, that's for sure. But it's quite enjoyable just being here. Get my exercise at the same time. They're not shoaled up yet, they're still spread out, but not like down the river the other day. This is a better fish. Nice whiting. Can't complain about that one. Actually, I've just about got enough for lunch now, which is what it's all about. Out here doing it, going home and enjoying the spoils. And you don't know unless you come out and try. You know, don't sit back waiting for other people's hearsay. Go out and try it for yourself. Find your spots. A lot more enjoyment in knowing that you've found them, you know where they are. And it's just being here. It's not about numbers. And you don't need high-tech equipment to do it. It's something just the normal, any everyday person. And they'll just little El Cheapo rod, reel, dig yourself some bait, or even buy some for that matter. I'm against buying bait. I always dig my own. Just a little hint, like when you wind slow like that, keep your rod out at 90 degrees, keep down fairly low to the water. Don't load up, don't strike until you see that tip of the rod load up like that, and then you can strike. If you strike too soon, you lose him. That's just mouthing it, just give him a chance. Little soul. Get some big ones of those over here at times. People ask me, why do I fish this way when I've got two boats at home? I took the boat out yesterday, bagged out on whiting. I don't need a heap of fish, and besides, it's just good to get back to basics sometimes. There's nothing more relaxing standing out here, watching the prawns skip across the top of the water, gar, and you learn by the bottom, you know, where the whiting are feeding and stuff like that, which you can put into practice then later on when you're in the boat. Another reasonable whiting by the feels of it. Nice fish. Oh, I dropped him right there. Bugger. Another whiting, I just missed the cracker before it broke me off. That's a nice whiting. Another nice whiting. Love it when they go in circles around you. You know they're not a bad fish. Not bad for land base. See what happens. There he is. Wait for that rod to load up and then nice fish too. Good fish. Nice fish. And we've got on another little spot where they are. Not bad whiting. They're not big whiting, but they're good average whiting. Oh, well, that's me for the morning. I might call it quits and go home and clean these few and cook them up for lunch. Been a beautiful morning. Might stop off on the way back to the truck and have a bit of a fish there in one spot. Tide's a bit higher now. If I get anything, I'll turn the camera back on. But until the next one, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you'd like to see some more of these videos. And I'll catch you next round. Big scrub turkey up here scratching away. And how close we can get to him. The beauty about walking around like this fishing, you're in tune with nature. You're a big turkey. A bit of a limp too, poor bugger. Not a bad catch for this morning, just off land based. Pretty good when you don't even have to put the boat in, just go slip across there, dig a few yabbies right where you catch the fish. More than enough there for a nice meal of whiting. Yeah, I better get to cleaning them.